Hello, today I'm sharing with you my top 3 kitchen hacks for weight loss. I know it can feel daunting when you want to take on eating healthier, you still need to feed the whole family, and there's a lot on your plate. So I want to make this easier with a couple things that I find really help me when it comes to staying on track with eating healthy food all year round. So first thing I want to talk about is if you're going to do it, 100 times, if you're going to do it once, you're going to do it 100 times. So when I have a cutting board out, I just make a habit of cutting up. I didn't get my salad out. Like I made a salad for tonight, but while I was chopping stuff, I chopped up extra peppers, I chopped up extra cucumber. I love fresh herbs all year round, but especially in the summer. So I wash a bunch of herbs, chop them and have them in here so they're ready to go. The more you can do to prep your ingredients that are healthy, the more they're gonna get used. Like who wouldn't use chopped up veggies, chopped up herbs and make a salad if it's super easy, right? Just when you're gonna be in the kitchen, make an effort to do a couple things, and then I just keep this in the fridge as needed. I love fresh herbs, like I said. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to use your freezer, especially with baked goods. So these are little donuts that I made my son, and then I put frosting and like dye-free sprinkles on them. These are gluten-free lemon poppy seed muffins. These are homemade little granola bars. If I had all of this around me all the time, I would eat it all the time. But what I do is I make a big batch and then I put most of it in the freezer. So there's that little bit of like a slow down time, right? If there's just a muffin sitting right there, like you're likely to grab it. But in the freezer, I almost even forget it's there. This is a way that you can have good, wholesome foods in the house for everybody. Like these are homemade donuts. Sure, it's white flour, but it's still on the healthier side as far as having a treat. Like I would rather people in my home have a homemade, really delicious and nutritious, no preservative treat that I've made than something out of a package, right? But I don't do well with having baked goods that I can eat all the time. So using the freezer is one easy way. You can tell it's rock solid. One easy way that you can have foods in the house for everybody. It also, again, saves you a ton of time because you're batch cooking and putting it in the freezer. I've stored soups in there, all kinds of things. Use your pantry is the next one, but use your freezer. Chop as much fresh stuff as you can, stock your fridge, then use your freezer for that overflow. Next up is your pantry, okay? I feel like pantry can make or break your entire experience, because if you have a pantry that's loaded full of trigger foods, sweets, things that you find hard to control the amount that you consume, that's obviously not going to be great. And if you don't have the healthy things that you need in your pantry to make healthy recipes and to reach for when you're busy, then you end up not cooking, not making recipes. You end up reaching for the processed stuff, which is not the worst thing in the world, but we all know that we feel best when we're having whole home-cooked foods, right? That's just the truth for most of us. So one of the things that I'm big on is stocking up on things that you like. You know, if you're a Costco shopper or anything like that, I get a big box of coconut milk. So I always have coconut milk in the house. I get a big thing of flaxseed. I get a big thing of chia. If you want to see like a pantry staples video, I would totally do that. And then of course there's supplements in your pantry. And I am completely in love with Amino H2O. As many of you know, it is supremely delicious. 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, but it goes such a long way in really, really promoting our recovery and our body's ability to heal after workouts. I'm gonna have a sip of this, I obviously need it. Make sure my lid is on. You just put a scoop in water, give it a shake or a stir. It dissolves instantly. You don't need to make a smoothie or anything like that. And you just drink it. The more water you put, obviously, the less the taste is. This is tropical mango flavor. This is one of my pantry staples because it helps crush hunger cravings, improve recovery, as I mentioned. The faster you recover, the faster your results come, because your results happen when you're recovering. Weight loss and building muscle, that happens during the rest phase. The more quickly you can accelerate your recovery, the more quickly you're gonna see results. Easy as that. I also find this is amazing when I'm trying to eat a little less, which I have been having some good weeks, and I've been having some weeks like this week where I had a donut, I had it's Canadian summer, you know? I'm living the dream. I'm out there having ice cream and cocktails and all of that. And that's important to me. So I make the choice there. But during the week when I am really working to keep it tidy and clean, this goes a long way in satisfying my sweet tooth and giving me that big edge on recovery and maintaining muscle even when my body is not necessarily getting the perfect amount of protein, or, you know, the calories are more in the carbs and fats department. This I know is gonna help my muscles rebuild, which is amazing. Other things that I love to keep in my pantry. I'm sure you guys are seeing everybody talking about those oils, right? Inflammatory seed oils are such a big thing that so many people are talking about right now. So I love the avocado oil. I have made just French fries, baked French fries, or fried them in a little bit of oil in a pan with avocado oil. The reason is you can heat it up to 500 degrees and it stays good. So a lot of other oils are just more fragile, and when you heat them, it's not actually great for your body. So avocado oil for high heat, your air fryer stuff is important. I like this Chosen Foods brand, and then they have a spray version, and all that's in the spray is avocado oil. It doesn't say there's anything else in here. So I love both of these. And then I love the white balsamic vinegar and red wine vinegar. So white balsamic is so delicious. I have a great recipe right here, white balsamic vinaigrette, that I could definitely share with you. All I do is make it in a jar like this and give it a good shake, and I keep it in my pantry. You can see it's got Dijon mustard in there. Super, super yummy. For this, I use an I use an olive oil because it's just being at room temperature, it's not being heated, which is great. And then obviously your salts and peppers. We love our peanut butters and nut butters. I love this brand, Nuts to You Nut Butter. This peanut butter is excellent. But I can do a little pantry walkthrough at some point if that's something you would be interested in, to just let you know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it that way. If you find that interesting or helpful in any way. So I'm wishing you a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for coming on with me. I'm gonna go get my baby, and don't forget to pick up your Amino H2O. If you have any questions about it, leave it down below, and we'll see you again soon. Big hugs, lots of love, bye-bye.